Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? I just wanted to give a little update video to everybody because I know you guys are very curious kind of what's been going on with me, what's been going on with Abby, and all that. And I have a couple things that I wanted to run by you. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video. We are playing Fallout New Vegas. It is modded. It is on the PC. And this brings me to my first kind of thing that I wanted to bring out. So many of you may not believe this, but I have done PC gaming before. However, I'm fairly new to NVIDIA as a whole. I've always run with AMD, and I know that sounds weird. It's like, AMD, ATI, the Radeons, excuse me. It's a little late at night, so bear with me. But we're going to run in and we're going to check out this Prim Caves thing is what we're going to do. But I'm also going to be asking a few questions of you guys. So first of all, with the graphics card, right? Now in my new PC, many of you guys know, or many of you don't know, that I'm actually running a NVIDIA GTX 650 Ti. So it's a lower end card, about 150 bucks. Mine was 200 because I was running a well, because it wasn't really because I was running, but rather because of the price tag or price limit I had on my stuff, right? So I wanted to get a decent card that was affordable, but also that worked. And that was one thing that was kind of big for me. So I did want to get something that was affordable, but also something that worked. Now, as you can see, I mean, it runs pretty well. I am recording and simulation streaming right now. So what I'm doing is I'm streaming to a server while recording. And this is all 1080p HD, as you guys know. So, you got that. But as you can see here, I'll have some minor frame lag when scrolling around my character or whatever. And I don't know what this is because I got some minor frame lag here, even though it says I'm running at 60 frames a second according to my meter. But you'll see that maybe I'm crazy, but it looks like it's skipping a little bit. So we do have that, and I'm curious as to what is that. Can I get it fixed? And that's why I'm asking some of you graphics card guys. Is there a setting I need to worry about, or something that I need to figure out as far as that goes? It's just literally a question of, is there anything I need to do to mess with my card? Because again, like I said, I haven't used a card like this before, top-end card that I may have to mess with a few settings, and I'm curious if there is anything that I need to do with this, right? It's a big thing for me, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it right, because I don't enjoy having a little bit of frame lag. And you'll see, maybe I don't get it, right? I mean, you'll see, like, it's weird. It's when I'm scrolling around, or when I'm moving and scrolling around. It feels weird. And there's no other way for me to put it. It's actually pretty cool. This is the Caves of Prim. There's no other way for me to put it, but it feels weird. And I got nothing, I have nothing I can say that'll make me go like, oh, it totally doesn't feel weird now. So I'm curious if this is something that I need to worry about, if this is something that I need to think about, etc., etc., if it's just a simple fix. Because I did buy a pretty nice card, to be very fair. And I want to make sure that, I'm not messing something up to ruin that. Because I don't want to ruin that. So that's what I'm asking you guys. Is there something I may have messed it up? Is there something that may be going on that ruins this frame rate? Especially in some specific scenes, in some clustered areas where, quite frankly, it should not be ruined, right? Which is why I'm so confused. And that's why I'm asking you guys, hey, is there something I should be worried about? So I just wanted to run that by you guys. So for all of you who are graphics card nerds, please let me know if this is something I should be worried about. Because I'm curious if it's just a simple fix, something I can work around, etc., etc. And I hope you guys understand with that whole ordeal. Now, the next big thing that I wanted to discuss is what we're going to have on content-wise, right? Because content, obviously, it's a pretty big deal for us, right? It's a very big deal. And content is always one of the most important things that we worry about here. And lately, I know there's been some lacking of content. That's something that I totally get, and I know that some of you guys have been like, all right, seriously, where's the content, Abby? And I want to assure you guys that it's not gone. I'm actually working on a lot of big stuff right now, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do on that kind of end. So rest assured, I mean, it's not anything like, oh, Abby's slacking out or whatever. I've literally just had a couple issues with the whole thing where, quite frankly, I've had copyright problems, and I've also been very, very sick. Again, no, it sounds stupid, but I have been. That's the absolute truth. I actually was very, very sick last week. I had a lot of problems with my throat. I couldn't talk. I had a lot of issues with my stomach as well. It was pretty bad. So, you know, that's why I didn't really have a lot last week. But I want to assure you guys that, you know, it's not just going poof. I'm going to be working on a lot of content, and I want to make sure that, you know, we figure that out and we figure out what we want to do. So what I'm asking you guys is, what do you want to see? Now, I know I like to stick to my content, but I want to know. And this is kind of a big deal to me, so I'd appreciate you leaving me a comment. So first of all, what drew you to my streams? What makes you want to watch my stuff? Because I want to focus on that. While, you know, I have a lot of my own cool little ideas, I honestly want to know what makes you guys enjoy my stuff. Because you guys matter. You guys are a fan. And this is something, you know, that I want to do for the sake of me, for the sake of what I stand for and what I want to do with this channel. Because we're coming to an issue now where, regrettably, I'm having a difficult time affording new material, new content, games, etc. And this is because I'm, you know, obviously in college, and also because there's a sheer amount of a lot of stuff. And we're working on getting a partnership, and I really want that partnership to succeed, right? I really, really, really want that partnership to succeed. But unfortunately, with the partnership, you got to worry a lot about numbers. And I want to gain numbers, so I want to know what makes you guys honestly enjoy my stream. I mean, what's the big thing? What makes you say, I love Avalence's content? What is that? So what drew you to my stream initially? What streams have you enjoyed the most? What games do you enjoy me playing the most? And what's some stuff you'd like to see on the channel? Because I really, really want to get to the point where we all feel comfortable having a good time, chilling out, etc., etc. It means a lot to me, right? So I'm throwing that out there. So, you have that. What do I want to stream? Well, I do want to get back into Skyrim and some Fallout streams. That's pretty evident because I'm playing Fallout. I'm really enjoying the new PC, and there's a lot of good stuff I'll be able to game on. And I know that I've been doing a lot of streams focused on me and the guys, which is all fun and good. I think you guys enjoy our DayZ streams, and you enjoy a lot of the stuff that we do. But I know and understand that's not all everyone wants to see. That's something that, you know, hey, I may enjoy, but someone else may not enjoy. And I totally understand that. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from DayZ and the whole Arma thing, unless, you know, the guys all get together collectively and say, hey, because DayZ Standalone's coming out, and that's something that we want to cover with you guys as kind of the days go on, right? So I do want to work on that. Another thing, too, is this idea of what kind of content you guys want to see. Obviously, on YouTube, there's tons of different things. There's mod walkthroughs, videos, quest guides, etc., etc. There is so much stuff. I literally don't know what people want to see sometimes, right? I have no idea, and I want to make sure that, you know, everyone's kind of enjoying that and having a good time with the whole thing. So I'm curious as to what you guys are into, right? Would you like to see me doing mod videos? Would you like to see me doing walkthroughs or stuff like that? Like this awesome idle animations mod that I love so much. But, you know, what do you guys want to see on that end, right? And that's something I want to know. Also, as you guys know, I'm doing... Oh, arm clean off. Nice shot. I'm doing a lot of work with this company called Gamer Assault Weekly. Now, I'm curious how many of you guys, and, you know, I'm not forcing, I'm just curious, how many of you guys actually know that I'm working with Gamer Assault Weekly? This may sound extremely stupid, but I'm honestly curious, because one thing I think I need to do is cross-promote all my stuff. Now, I use promote very, very roughly, because I understand that, you know, cross promotion, blah 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 blah, but I feel like some of you guys know me on YouTube, but you don't know me on, let's say, Facebook, or you don't know me on Twitter, or you don't know that I'm on I'm on Gamer Assault Weekly, stuff like that. And that's something that I want to make sure that everyone knows, because sometimes you guys ask me questions and everything, and I've already answered them, or I've done a segment on it, or I've done an article on it, and that's a big thing, right? So I want to make sure that everyone kind of gets that. One of the other big things here is the focus of making sure that you guys follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I know this sounds like, oh no, he's promoting himself. Or, oh, I don't have a Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter or Facebook, that's absolutely fine. I'm not forcing you to do anything. But I know that a lot of you guys want more interaction. And with me, honestly, the interaction comes a lot from Facebook and Twitter. When I'm on campus and stuff, I tweet out a lot, I Facebook a lot, I make a ton of memes. I mean, I do a ton of stuff on Facebook and Twitter. And I really, really, really have a good time doing all of it. And I would hope that you guys would follow me there, just because it's fun, right? It's a good chance for you to hang out with me, talk with me, especially one-to-one. I know you guys have a lot of questions and stuff that you're really curious about, and I would be more than happy to answer those. But unfortunately, you know, sometimes I can't do it all on, like, Ask Abby, for example, and all that. So, you know, just throwing that out there. If you do want to ask me some more personal questions, like, hey, what'd you eat for breakfast, you know, all that. Warning, death claws ahead. Alright, no thanks. But this whole idea of, hey, you know, we want to hang out with you and stuff. Well, do that through Twitter and Facebook, because that's where a lot of my stuff kind of is, right? And that's a good way for you to get in contact with me consistently. Ask me questions, all that. And all that jazz too. I also know that we've had Ask Avi, right? And Ask Avi has been an outstanding success, I would say. You guys have asked some great questions, but I was curious about changing the schedule of it, because the last 2 weeks we haven't had many questions. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I'm honestly curious as to, you know, is there something that you would rather me do than Ask Avi, or do you feel like it's happening too quickly? It's kind of a big deal to me, because we haven't had a lot of questions the last 2 weeks, you know, a couple anonymous questions, which, you know, is totally okay. But we just haven't had many questions lately. So I was curious, you know, if it's, hey, is it going too fast, or do you not have enough questions, or, you know, kind of what's going on. So I would be interested in knowing how you guys feel on that one. The other big thing, God, a lot of big things. This is a very talkative video, I understand, and I apologize for throwing so much information at you guys at once. But I feel like some of the stuff just needs to be said, you know. And what better way to say it than all in a video while we're checking out a Fallout mod? So, you know, just throwing that out there too. But I'm also curious as to what games you guys want to see from 2013. 2013 is obviously a big year. We have a lot of games like BioShock and stuff like that happening and going on, and it's pretty big deal to play some of these games for me. You know, and I'm curious as to what games you guys would like to see. What, you know, BioShock, or would you like to see Dead Space, or, you know, all that fancy stuff. I love how they're glitching above the water. That's priceless. I honestly think I just got myself stuck down here. But I'm curious about that whole thing too. So what do you guys want to see from 2013? What are you guys interested in? So give me a shot on that. What do you guys think of doing some stuff like that? So, you know, there's plenty of stuff, guys, and I appreciate all your feedback on this. And if you have something that you're interested in that I did not cover in this little video, please feel free to let me know. Post a comment. I really try to read every comment, and I really try to read every comment. And I want to make sure that I, you know, cover everything that you guys want to hear from me, and I cover everything that, you know, you guys are interested in me saying and covering, right? I want to make sure that everyone feels that they're important, right? And I do care about your guys' feedback and everything like that. But on that note, let's go ahead and mop up the rest of this cave. Talk a little bit more, give you guys some commentary on how things are going in college and all that stuff. And we'll see what's going on with that stuff. So yeah, the big thing too is, you know, don't be afraid to talk to me. I've had a lot of people who again, not gonna point out any names or whatever, But I've had a lot of people who have contacted me and said, hey, I was afraid to ask you this question, or I didn't want to ask this question because I just didn't feel comfortable asking. And the big thing is, guys, never don't ask me something. If you have something you want to ask, I want to hear it. That's a promise. I really do want to hear it. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what's going on. And if you guys have anything that, you guys want to ask me, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I promise. Oh, this guy's kind of creepy. So, yeah, you wanna just think about some of that stuff. Never be afraid to ask me anything, right? Never be afraid to ask me anything. I am always helpful, at least I try to be, and I'd like to answer all your questions that I can. So, thanks for all that jazz. What's up with all the ants down here? I really don't get it. Really beautiful cave, though. I'm enjoying it. So never be afraid to ask me a question, even if it's not for Ask Abby on Twitter, for example. Like right now, if you guys are curious about any of the mods I'm using, feel free to toss me a tweet. Be like, yo, Abby, I want to know what mods you be using to get your fancy stuff in your Fallout video that you put together. And I'll be happy to answer you guys. It's not a big deal for me. I love twittering. And I used to hate tweeting, but now I love it. I love it a lot. So don't worry about it. Just never hesitate to ask me. And all that jazz. So guys, I think we're almost done with the caves here. There's like a raider thing right there. That looks kind of creepy. I really want to know what's up with all these forager ants. Like, I heard this was like a player house or something like that you can work with, but who knows, right? We'll see. I really kind of want to jump down there to see what would happen, but we got lava. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this. I appreciate it. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is today. I guarantee there's going to be one person who's watching this video on their birthday, or I could be totally wrong. That's a little robot on a bird stand. That's really cool. So anyway, guys, I did want to say thanks, like I said, for watching this video. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. And please give me your feedback. It's really important that I get feedback here. That's why I'm doing this video, because I want to know. Ignore the dead cow behind me while I'm talking. But I want to know. I want to know how you guys feel about things, and I want to know kind of what's going on with the whole idea. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. Remember, if you have a fix for the NVIDIA graphics card error I'm having, I would really appreciate it if you would contact me. You can send me a YouTube message directly or link me a video on Twitter or whatever, just so I can kind of get the gist of what the whole thing's coming from. So I'd really appreciate it. But anyway, guys, it's getting late. I'm getting tired, so I'm going to go ahead, render this video, throw it up for you guys. And I hope you enjoy your week. Thank you very much for watching. And have a good one, everybody. Listen to some good 50s music this week. Get some Fallout feel in you. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you throughout the week in some videos. Bye. Abby out! I sound so awesome when I say that. I have to say it all the time. Look at my guy. He's like totally like, yeah, we just finished the video. I'm going to prop my gun up here. Alright, guys. Anyway, Abby out. Have a good week.